Jalen Hurts has had doubters his entire career. He was benched in the middle of the national championship game at Alabama. Some people wrote him off after Oklahoma heading to the draft, said he wouldn't be good in the NFL, said it was a one-year wonder after they made Super Bowl 57, and then this year said that he was the product of a super team. But whatever you want to say about Jalen Hurts, you must add the fact that he is a Super Bowl champion and a Super Bowl MVP. He dispelled a lot of narratives, he showed a lot of poise, and he proved a lot of people wrong on Super Bowl Sunday this year. I wanted to roll back the tape, now that the dust has settled, to see what Jalen Hurts did right. What changed with so many of the criticisms that he had taken this season? What steps did he take to be successful against the Kansas City Chiefs? Let's find out now as we dive into the tape for Jalen Hurts in Super Bowl 59. I watch a lot of film, but clearly before this game against Kansas City, Jalen Hurts watched a lot more, which he should, by the way. I mean, he's getting paid a lot of money to do this. But I really like just how he attacked this Kansas City defense, how he seemed to know what they were throwing at him at all times. So right here, you're going to get a man coverage concept with two underneath defenders. You're going to have Shamari Connor on Devontae Smith right there, Jalen Watson on Jahan Dotson, Trent McDuffie is going to be right here on A.J. Brown. Then you've got Jaden Hicks rolling up top, Justin Reed rolling down, and it's going to be a simulated pressure from the Chiefs. Nick Bolton, by the way, manned up on Saquon Barkley. So with the simulated pressure, you're going to have a Menhu back here. Justin Reed, I mentioned, is coming down. So you got these two underneath defenders. Everybody else is in man coverage. And with a Menhu dropping back, that means Tranquil's blitzing, and then these three defenders. So you got a four-man rush, and Hurts is going to realize that with the matchup, Bolton is taking Saquon Barkley, as I mentioned, who's out here chipping and about to run out of the flat on a route. You have A.J. Brown coming across, so Menhu sees that. Obviously, he's a D lineman that doesn't usually play in coverage. He's going to get to this and try and help Trent McDuffie, which leaves Dallas Goedert coming across here with Justin Reed helping in this zone and Shamari Connor manned up on Devontae Smith. So Hurts, if you see, his eyes are already locked in on this with Dallas Goedert down the field. He waits, throws it to Goddard, gets a 20-yard gain, and he just saw what was coming right there from Spags and the defense with the simulated pressure. Another example of the same thing here. Spags goes to the well twice. You're going to have man coverage on the outside. You're going to have Drew Tranquil dropping back, but it's going to be another instance of Charles Omenihu dropping back into his zone with blitzers coming in. So Nick Bolton is going to hit this A gap right here. Shamari Connor is going to come into the blitz off the B gap here to the field side. George Karlaftis coming off the edge. And then you got another rusher right here. I believe that is Chris Jones. And it's going to be man coverage, as I mentioned. So you're going to have the safety right here. I can't tell if it's Justin Reed or Brian Cook, but they're going to roll down. That's Justin Reed on this side to the boundary. So he's going to be the one rolling up top. But it's a cover one look. And Hurts, once again, is not going to miss it. Jahan Dotson on the outside of the field makes the move, gets open, and Jalen Hurts puts an absolute great ball on him. One of his best throws of the night, because right here as Hurts is about to release, Watson is still on top of this. Hurts does a good job of leading an open Dotson. He makes the catch maybe just a hair underthrown where he could have scored, but the Eagles scored a minute later on a tush push. So another good example of Jalen Hurts passing the test and beating the man coverage with the exotic pressure. Here from the Chiefs, you're going to get cover four guys in the back end. Then you got three underneath, and Jalen Hurts once again is going to see it pretty much immediately, because once Trent McDuffie starts to get depth, Jahan Dotson is going to leak out here to the boundary. You see Drew Tranquil right here. He's a linebacker, not exactly great in space. Hurts is going to recognize this. He finds Dotson in space. He's able to get to the sticks, gain 15 yards for the Birds, and another first down off Jalen Hurts quickly identifying what's going on. Here's Hurts' one mistake of the night. So the Chiefs are going to have Trent McDuffie coming off the edge here from the boundary, and what they're going to do with their coverage is rotate. The safeties are all going to rotate and shift to the next quadrant of the field and create cover four. So right now, say if it were cover four, you would have the two corners and the two safeties going back. Instead, you've got Trent McDuffie coming off the edge. Justin Reed is going to become this quarter player. You're going to have Brian Cook shift over. He's going up here. You've got the nickel going deep, and then you've got the corner on the other side, Watson, going deep as well. But what Jalen Hurts is going to see is Brian Cook. He starts to emulate as if he's going downhill, which leads Hurts to believe that it is going to be cover 3. And so with cover 3, he's thinking that he has one-on-one with these two players in A.J. Brown and Justin Reed. And obviously in that matchup, you would take A.J. Brown, throw him a jump ball, especially with heat coming your way, because the Chiefs have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys, I believe, rushing right here. Actually, 5. And Jalen Hurts throws this ball up, doesn't see Brian Cook. He's able to get under it and make the interception. And once again, watch Brian Cook right here in the middle of the field, because it does look like he's creeping down upon the snap. He is just the slightest bit looking like he's coming downhill, and instead he's going to level things out and get to the deep part of the field, causing this interception by Hurts. This isn't exactly a beautiful play by Hurts by any means, and it's a pretty simple read, but I do like what the Eagles do here in terms of schematics. So they're going to be heavy to the field side. You got 2 tight ends in right here. What the Chiefs are going to be in is cover 2 here on the goal line. So you're going to have these safeties back. You've got McDuffie and Watson both playing the curl flat. A.J. Brown is all the way over here to the boundary on the ball. He's got Devontae Smith off the ball here inside. And then you obviously got Saquon Barkley. So you have 12 personnel here for the Eagles. And the way they're going to do it is Calcaterra going vertical, Goddard going vertical. That pushes Watson to the inside. And check it out with A.J. Brown. He is going to come across on a crossing route right here. Leaves Nick Bolton in space to cover him. We know that's not a good matchup. Jalen Hurts knows that's not a good matchup. And it's a touchdown for Philadelphia. Run this back really quick here. You see immediately right here, Calcaterra heading up the field. Watson squeezes him. Eyes aren't in the right place right now. He looks. It's too late. He's already turned towards Calcaterra, who sets a legal screen almost, and it's a touchdown for Philadelphia. Right here, Jalen Hurts' biggest throw of the night. You're going to have man-to-man. It's going to be a play action here by the Eagles. You got max protection here. Only 3 guys running routes. And what Hurts is going to do is look right at Justin Reed. So with Dallas Goedert is going to be running an out-breaking route. Drew Tranquil right here, once he recognizes that it is in fact a pass play off of the play fake, he's going to start to get depth and try and get underneath this route from Goedert. What Hurts is going to do is pin his eyes towards Goedert right here. You already see Justin Reed starting to react. He starts to break towards this route, and the second that he does that, Hurts fires deep to Devontae Smith and makes maybe the best throw of his NFL career, in my opinion. We'll check out the rear angle here. Hurts throw with an absolute beauty. It's blocked up extremely well. I mean, look right here, especially Calcaterra putting in work along with Juergens, Johnson, Dickerson, and Malata, all bunched up together. Nothing's really happening in terms of pressure. Hurts fires this one, and it is an absolute beauty of a throw by number 1 from Philadelphia. As we know, Hurts can make plays with his legs too, and he did just that against the Kansas City Chiefs in this game. Here is a 3rd and 5. Hurts is going to identify the man coverage across the board from Kansas City. You got Reed right here on Goddard. You've got McDuffie on A.J. Brown. Man right here. Man right here. You got the high safety. And with that, Jalen Hurts is going to recognize the man coverage. He's going to see a space to run, and he is going to take off and do just that for a big-time Philadelphia first down. Fast forward this. Hurts feels the heat coming off the edge. He sees that everybody is in man-to-man coverage, and if he can just squeeze right through here with Bolton being guarded, or Bolton guarding Saquon Barkley, that he can make something happen, and he does exactly that. I know this isn't the world's hardest read or anything, but Jalen Hurts was making very quick decisions, very efficient decisions that helped his team win this game. The Eagles are set up pretty well here for the future. Jalen Hurts' contract is already settled and under control. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Saquon Barkley, they're all back, as well as the O-line. Young guys like Jalen Carter, Cooper DeJean, and Quinyon Mitchell on the defense. And we know they're going to draft well. We know they'll probably get an impact guy or two in free agency or via trade in the offseason. I'm excited to see what the Eagles do. You guys can have your narratives about the super team or that 20 quarterbacks could have won the Super Bowl, but the reality at the end of the day is that Jalen Hurts is the one who did it. He is a top 10 quarterback at minimum. Don't let this man get back-to-back Super Bowls. Don't let this man get 2 out of 3 Super Bowls, or else a lot of you guys will be eating even more crow than you already are. But hey, if you enjoyed this breakdown, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to click the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. We'll have more draft breakdowns and NFL film breakdowns coming here real soon. Thanks.